Sunpower! いやいや、ずっとこれ試したかったんだよ。Sunpower Wheels。やっと手に入ったんですよ、これは。ね。Alright, let's switch back to English. Welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we have Sunpower Wheels. Wheels I wanted to try for a long time. Heard good things about them. Even though they are plastic, they are supposedly very grippy, made for outdoor fingerboarding, which I want to do more of. So always wanted to try them. And because I live in Germany, it's not that easy to get them. I mean, I could order them from Japan directly, but you know, custom tax and all of that will make these very expensive. I ordered these from the Caramel shop. First time ordering something from the Caramel online store. They're located in Spain, so I didn't need to pay any import tax. 50 bucks, 52 bucks. It's a lot of money, 52 euro for wheels, but maybe it's worth it. We will see. I also really want to film some clips, so I'm going to film a little montage of me using these wheels. And yeah, let's try these wheels, and I will give you my first impression and see if I like them, what I like about them, maybe something I don't like about them. Let's find out. Oh yeah, and the wheels I got are the Riderz. These are like 8.1 millimeter diameter. I like bigger wheels. 8 millimeter is kind of the sweet spot for me. And yeah, these look very nice. 綺麗だな。かっこいいんじゃないですか、コッキンさん。So the wheels came with this card. I like the packaging of these wheels. Very simple, stylish. It's just white, silver. I also like the logo. It's cool. And on the back it says, have a good finger skate on the street, feeling power of the sun. Made in Hiroshima, Japan. Oh, Hiroshima. I so want to go to Hiroshima. I've never been. I always tell my wife, let's move to Hiroshima because I like the north, but she's from Osaka and I'm from Kamakura, Kanagawa prefecture. Next time I'm in Japan, I definitely want to visit Hiroshima. Oh yeah, I will be moving to Japan in December. Going to stay for half a year or so. Mostly staying in Osaka, but really looking forward to do some Japan fingerboarding, street fingerboarding. So stay tuned for that. Let's set these wheels up already. I don't know too much about the company's history. I think I'm following some of the team riders. Kojima, I think, is one of the riders I follow. He has some fun videos on YouTube. Yeah, other than that, oh yeah, I know that Andy Cole from the Knife team, he has recently joined the team as well. And I think he also likes these Riders the most. Yeah, really stoked to try these because I'm someone who likes all kinds of wheels. I like plastic wheels, urethane, slippery, non-slippery, grippy wheels, non-grippy wheels. They're all fun in their own way. Yeah, these look super clean. Can't find any flaws with these wheels. They look absolutely perfect. Each wheel looks the same. And I'm probably going to set them up on this setup. And I don't know if I made a video already on this channel or not, but currently I'm using flat face J4 wheels. J4, the legendary J4 wheels, which I really, really like, and kind of an impulse buy because the FPS store quietly dropped these, and I always wanted to get some G4s in plastic G4s just to have a solid plastic set. And then when the J4s dropped, I had to try them, and they don't feel like plastic wheels. They have the hardness and the smoothness of plastic wheels, but the grippiness of actually very similar to my Dude Guy F3s. Similar soft impact when you land. They're slowly becoming my favorite wheel. So I'm so curious how they compare to the Sunpower wheels. They might feel similar, who knows? So two very unique plastic wheels in the fingerboard scene. I have one suggestion to Sunpower wheels because it was very difficult, or I couldn't find any information on the different formulas. It would be useful to find more information on the different formulas. What are they doing? What kind of characteristics they have? Like they have like a rainy formula. I think this is the stone formula, if I'm not mistaken. They have the street formula. So what are the differences between those? I would love to know that, and I couldn't find any information. そこでちょっとだけ information 欲しいな。I have a good feeling about these wheels. I haven't tried them yet, but they look good, they feel solid. Made in Japan. So the wheels are on my December deck 34mm, BRT trucks 32mm, because I like a little bit of overhang. And here they are, Riders in the stone formula Sunpower wheels. They're slightly translucent, which fits this board very well. それで初めてのSunpower Wheelsのエクスペリエンス。 Hajimemashou! Okay, first time riding these wheels. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, they are less grippy out of the box than the flat face J4 wheels, which are not super grippy on this table, but they have a lot of grip. But these are less grippy. So definitely more plastic wheels like. Okay, first impression, super smooth. They feel soft, but they have less grip than I expected. I have to try these out a bit more. And then I will film some clips, a little part with some music, and I will talk to you later after a few times using these wheels. Boom!
I will attack, and you don't want that. I got the
Alright, it is time to talk about my experience using Sunpower wheels. So I've been using these Riderz since about a week or so, and I did do some outdoor fingerboarding, but not as much as I would like to. So I'm still in my outdoor fingerboarding testing phase. So I think I need a little bit more time, but from the little bit of testing I did outside, I can say that these wheels definitely feel very sturdy. I can see why people are recommending harder wheels for outdoor fingerboarding. I used to believe that softer wheels are always better. Oak wheels, Dude Guy F3s, any 60D or softer wheel is probably best for outdoor, right? That's what I thought. But I have heard people suggesting Ilpil wheels because they are harder than soft urethane wheels. Never really understood why, because it didn't make sense to me, you know? Urethane wheels give you softer impact, so you feel less of the ground when you're riding. But harder wheels, like hard urethane wheels like Ilpils or these Sunpower wheels, which are plastic, because they are harder, they're not as sticky or grippy, because the more rough the surface is you're riding on or rolling on, the grippier it gets, especially with softer wheels. So these wheels, for example, they give you some grip on rougher spots, but not as much as other urethane wheels. So I can see why this works very well for outdoor fingerboarding, because you can still do reverts, you can still do blunt slides, power slides, without having to use too much force. And these wheels have been holding up very well. And I heard that's the reputation that these Sunpower wheels have, that they keep the smoothness and they don't wear out easily. Now let's talk about the smoothness of these wheels, and the smoothness is amazing. These are the smoothest plastic wheels or any fingerboard wheel I own. But keep in mind that I haven't tried any dual bearing wheels yet. I heard that they give you a very smooth riding experience, even more than plastic wheels do. But on Reddit I found someone who was comparing Sunpower wheels to dual bearing wheels, and he said that his Sunpower wheels basically feel as smooth as his dual bearing wheels, if not even smoother. And it's really hard to describe how these wheels feel, because anytime you watch a review on Sunpower wheels, everyone is talking about them feeling hard but also soft at the same time. which does not make a lot of sense, but I want to try to explain it to you in more detail so that you can maybe get a better understanding. So when we talk about hard but smooth plastic wheels, I think of flat face plastic wheels, I think of Black River plastic wheels. These are the only plastic wheels I own. I have the street wheels from Black River, I have the G8s from Flat Face, and they're all slippery, no grip, very smooth, but they all have that high-pitched plastic clack-clack sound. You know, when you land, the impact sound is very high-pitched, very plastic sounding. These ones have a softer impact, but because they are hard, they kind of bounce back in a weird way. There's definitely a weird bouncing feel when you do tricks with Sunpower wheels. So you have that gliding or almost floating kind of feel when you roll. And then when you do tricks, you have that bounce back, that it gives you a different kind of feedback. And I'm still trying to figure out if I really like that or not. I definitely prefer these wheels over all my plastic wheels, but I can say that these have won me over and I'm now 100% plastic wheels only, and these are the best of the best. For now I can confidently say that these are definitely the best of the best in terms of plastic wheels, and they're probably going to last a very long time, I don't know, but I like them enough that I'm going to keep using them in my rotation, and they're going to permanently be on this setup because I like the shape, I like the size, the smoothness is very enjoyable, and yeah, the bounciness of these wheels makes it very fun to skate them. And I think this setup will be a lot of fun when skating a wooden skate park, fingerboard park, which I don't have access to, so I can't say how these feels using skating a park. But yeah, they seem very versatile, so that's why I'm going to keep using them, because they are suitable for outdoor, for rougher spots, but also are a lot of fun on smooth surfaces. But I have to say, I have also been really enjoying these plastic wheels. These are the J4s, flat-face J4s, and to be honest, at this moment I prefer them over the Sunpower wheels. Just because Sunpower wheels have zero grip. I was told that they develop a bit of grip over time, which I hope they do, because I need a bit more grip. These are great outdoors because you have that grip with rougher surfaces. But these flat-face G4s also have a bit of grip, not as much as my other urethane wheels, but just the right amount of grip. And the combination of hard, smooth plastic wheels with a bit of grip and soft impact feeling, which these have, is a lot of fun. And recently I traveled to Birmingham, to the UK for work, and the one setup I always brought with me outside was this one, not the Sunpower wheel setup, unfortunately, because I just have more fun using these wheels, and I wish these Sunpower wheels had a bit more grip. But because these are so unique and they have this very unique material, I want to keep using them and maybe use them for outdoor more. Yeah, I think at this point this is as much as I can share for now. I'm definitely going to follow up because I want to do a current rotation video where I talk about 3 setups that I have been really enjoying lately. And these wheels are going to be part of it, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a follow-up in a few weeks. If I had to give these wheels a rating, I would give them a 9.1 out of 10 maybe. But you can't really rate wheels because it's personal preference what you like. You know, if you like urethane, you might find these too slippery. But they are so special that I would recommend anyone trying them out at least. And now with these 2 wheels I have the most unique plastic wheels, and I much prefer them over all the other plastic wheels I tried. So I'm happy that I got them, no regrets. But I'm also going to continue using my urethane wheels, and they all serve a purpose for me. And I like all kinds of wheels. So yeah, but I'm definitely going to talk about it more when I do my current rotation video, which, to be honest, changes on a daily basis. Okay, thanks for watching and I see you soon. Bye. Ciao. またね。さようなら。またね。チャオチャオ。サンパワーウィールズ悪くない。全然悪くない。楽しい。めちゃめちゃ軽い。滑りやすい。ぜひ買ってください。じゃあね。またね。バイバイ。